Hi, and welcome back to Poltergeist Board Games. Today we'll be doing a game review of A Glorious Chance by Gina Willis and put out by Legion Wargames. But first, a word from our sponsor, Three Arrows Games. So Three Arrows Games in Carson City, Nevada is your one-stop shop for the newest in board games, card sleeves, dice towers, you name it, they have it. If they don't have it, they'll order it for you. And they have wonderful staff. Great place to go to play board games. You can rent board games. You can play in tournaments that they have and host, like Star Wars, Lorcana. They have Magic. They have board game nights on Mondays and Wednesdays. Just a great place to meet new people and try out new board games. And it's just a great place, highly recommended, friendly staff. So once again, Three Arrows Games in Carson City, Nevada. Thank you for your support. And now back to A Glorious Chance. So this game is about the battle in the Great Lakes and in 1812, and between the British and the American forces. And you get two of these beautiful maps. They are one of the best maps I've seen, just because of the amount of detail that they have on the tables and everything that are on the map, trackers and stuff, so forth. But let me show you what comes in the box. So you get an American, this is the American map, that there's two types of, two games you can play. You can play the U.S. solo campaign or the the British solo campaign, and that comes with another map. That's the same but with different tables. And then you get rules of play. It's pretty comprehensive. It's nice because it has, there's 43 pages, but it's got an index, which I think every rule book that's made should have an index, because nothing worse than spending 20 minutes trying to find something that you're looking for. But I've had to use it now numerous times, and it always points me to the right chapter. But this is a great rule book. And then you have your playbook, and that's going to give you your orders of battle, different notes, different on the different phases and things like that. And then you have your, this is the rules of play for the British campaign, and it is 43 pages as well, and has an index as well. Then you have a bunch of player aids. You have this gunnery hit distribution chart, and then on the back you have your American AI Force packages. Here you have your American Homeport display. This is where you're going to put your ships, and like if they're repairing, they're being constructed, in transit, so forth. And you have one for the British as well. Then you have, this is your setup, US setup. It'll show you where everything goes on the map and everything, the trackers. And then has a key on the back. And then you have your land battle table. So it just gives you your odds for attack and everything, and key die rolls and numbers reference. And then you have your lake combat consequences or sequences of play. So you start at A and you move down towards B. And then there's tactics, attacker and defender tactics cards. This is the battle board for when you actually go into battle. You line up the American ships and the British ships, and then they move in closer to closer until they get to close action. And then this is the British solo setup. So then you have your, these are your main driver cards. So this is the US deck, and then you have a British one as well. But you select, it'll tell you on here how many cards you're going to be selecting. I can't remember. It's on one of these tracks, but I can't remember right now. But it'll tell you how many cards. I think you first start off with 8, and then you're going to flip these over. And depending on what your naval balance of power is, which is right here, and it's determined by a bunch of different things. There is going to be an attack in this area, this quadrant here. So it points to, first it points to the place where it's going to have an attack. So you're going to, when you put your ships out, you're going to have them in different sections of the map. And then you're going to go through these one at a time to see if you actually get spotted, and if the British fleet, because there's 5 ships in their fleet that they start with that go to a certain section, depending on if they spot you or not. So sorry, it's a little confusing at first, but the counters are really neat for the ships. This is the Lord Melville, and then so there's a bunch of different British ships, and then there's the US ships. But anyways, so those, and then on the maps, so you have, these are defender tactic cards that you can use. And you have to, when you're playing solo, you randomly pick one for them. And then there's attacker cards. And so you pick, you know, what attack you want to play against them. So there's different, it's pretty neat the way it's done. And then you have event cards, and these event cards, not only there's instruction in here, but like if you see this, that means that the British have a chance to spot your fleet and go after them. So this would mean that no, they're not gonna look for your fleet. Same with that one. But that one, they are. So there's different things on here, and these different symbols affect the game. And let's see, and then on the board here, so you have when you can put a ship into construction, and you'll have on the British track when they can deploy troops. And then you have a lake combat table here. You have if the convoy gets scattered or not here. Here's your calendar and when certain events will happen. And then these are your troops. This is your victory point track that goes along here. And then you have your VPs for ships when they get captured and so forth. Your naval balance. They have some places where you take off from, and then they have places where you can do raids. So you can do like a raid in some of these areas and get points that way by doing some raids. And down here on the bottom, you have a sequence of play that goes across the bottom, and that's pretty detailed, you know, starting with the very beginning, and it works its way through each step of the way. And then that is it. That's it on the bottom. But yeah, so anyway, this is a very good game. This was actually the first unboxing I had on my channel, was this game, and I was very impressed with the map and the layout. It's a great game to play. You can also play it on Vassal, but I would give this game a 4.5 out of 5. And you know, go to Legion Wargames or the Consim Marketplace, you know, and try to pick up a copy of this, because you won't be disappointed. It's a very good game. Gina Willis did a great job. She also worked on Skies Above Britain, and that's a great game as well. So anyways, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you later. Thank you.